And welcome back to Who Would Win, folks. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from, what we got here? We got Wade Wilson. Wade Wilson, ever lovable merc with a mouth. That's the question. Who would win a fight? Karna from Fate Stay Night and Akira Fudo or Devilman from Devilman. Both of which I'm not overly familiar with, so I have their overall information here. So, let me see here. Early background was born, Akira Fudo, Devilman, was born as the only son of his parents due to his sensitive nature as a child. He was nicknamed the fire alarm of Higashi Elementary. What basically happened that he was able to turn into Devilman? Was the human who becomes the Eponymous Devilman, originally passive and cowardly, but a pure heart thanks to the efforts of Ryu. He is possessed by the demon hero Amon to gain the demon powers and memories while maintaining his human consciousness due to his pure heart, was gaining Amon's bravery, strength, and willingness to fight. Now a creature with the body of a demon but the mind of a human, he swears to protect his former people against the hordes of demons that seek to destroy humanity. Devilman! As Devilman, he is apparently has a very powerful. He's a very powerful individual. After his first transformation, became more physically powerful, having greater strength, speed, reflexes, combat skills, being able to take on Zane's demon spider without news, able to continue fighting even after he lost an arm, and had his stomach slashed open by Serene. So he's got immense pain resilience, durability. Endurance, I should say. His ferocious strength allows him to lift heavy objects, tear demons apart with bare hands, break through barriers, leap over buildings effortlessly. When Devilman grows his wings, he's able to fly. He can shoot beams from his antennas from his forehead. Some demons stated that he could even be a major threat to Zenon, although the two never managed to fight each other. Zenon apparently is a very powerful demon, so there you go. In a few short instances, he's also shown different powers that fit certain situations. One was shown when he was battling Gelmir, shooting two beams of rays of intense heat from his palms to his hands. He can also release energy from his antennas, but in a less focused way than his normal double beam. He's shown to be able to use his antennas to create signals similar to those used by Serene to control her fileable arms, and use this technique to direct the arm into Serene's stomach. He has the ability to teleport, as shown when he rescued Miko. When Miki's parents are killed, Devilman breathes fire, flames from his mouth on the killers with enough heat to force them to turn into ash. Another less seen ability is his power to phase through solid objects, even through inches of hard steel. He's able to grow to great sizes, which gives him an advantage when fighting smaller demons. As shown with other Devilmen, he has the ability to communicate with other Devilmen through telepathy, but that doesn't matter in this fight. In the Devilman's Lady manga, after spending a long time in hell, Kira's powers have heightened to extremes that rival even Satan's himself. He has the ability to release electrical charges on enemies once he becomes contact with them, so he has to basically come into contact with an individual to use them. Devilman can also release energy on an opponent through a heightened psychic ability. For limited amounts of time, he can leave hell and interact with the physical world, but his actions are very limited without a physical body. He is able to look into a person's memories for a short while appearing invisible to a person. He also able to possess objects, most notably the Devilman ghost costume made by Jun, and fight through said objects. With impressive strength, psychic power that can effortlessly tear through enemies. So, Devilman is kind of a weird, just, hey, I'm Devilman! He's a demonic superhero, basically. Lots of abilities that, help him out and whatnot. So, Karna is, if I got this right, Karna is the Lancer-class servant of Fendvor Simbren of the Red Faction in the great Holy Grail War of Fate, the Fate series. He assumes command over him Shiro Kotamine assumes command over him before he even meets his master, and through his machinations, he later officially becomes Lancer Master. He's also the son of another character, so forth and so on. He is apparently one of the most powerful characters, Karna, in Indian mythology, because in the Fate Stay Night, basically what happens is you are a person, but you get this. It is an actual person from history/mythology. They're not an avatar per se. They are a physical individual who like exists in the world with you, and they fight basically on your behalf, more or less. Karna is the hero of charity and one of the most powerful beings in Indian mythology. Even the god of thunder Indra had no other choice but to devise an intricate scheme in order to send him into his grave. As the great invulnerable hero of the Indian epic. Oh God, Mahabharata. Karna is famed to rival Arjuna, the great hero of Hindu mythology. Oh God, so many of these names. Ashwatthama was also famed as being equal, if not superior, to Karna, to which he agrees, saying that even while he was receiving the teachings from his teacher Drona, it wasn't like he was the strongest warrior around at all. Based on his strength in life, the great hero Karna was truly exceptional, and his name has been echoed in every corner of the world, despite Karna never having been openly recognized when he was alive due to many prejudices. Sherlock Holmes stated that his heroic deeds were so great that it's no exaggeration to say that in the India from proper human history, there's not a single person who has never heard that name. He says the same about Rama as well. Although Karna is a great hero, he is not known to possess a spear. Instead, he is famed for riding a chariot and using a bow. As such, he is a warrior who is praised for functioning as an archer and rider simultaneously. As a heroic spirit, he has qualifications to be summoned in the Lancer, Archer, and Rider classes. As a Lancer, he boasts the power of a special A rank. He contends for the highest place among servants. Karna is one of the 7 top servants summoned by the Moon Cell, and Hakuno Hishiname regards him as a strong hero, even among those standards. In fact, Karna is a high-class heroic spirit, said to be on par with Gilgamesh. Now, if you know how strong Gilgamesh is, that is a very bold statement, because I've done a few Gilgamesh ones before, and Gilgamesh is kind of no joke. He's like kind of top tier in that universe. He's not necessarily the strong, but he's among the strongest. Having nature related to the sun, just like Ku Shulain in Gawain, Hakuno estimates that Karna must be on their level of power. In fact, oh God, yeah, they're telling me level of power, but that's not actually telling me what he can do. However, when Gawain finally faced her to incredible firepower or surpassed expectations, she speculated that it must have been due to the difference in power. Being strong enough to match Gawain, Rin states that Karna should be strong enough to deal with Passionlip. I don't know what that is, or who that is. Even BB was worried for him, blah, blah, blah. Okay, during the Holy Era War, because this is giving me a lot of his actual strength and accolades, but it's not giving me his abilities. But in combat, having stepped so far into the realm of gods, Karna boasts great martial prowess. He's extremely confident in his abilities, claims to have no trouble in fighting both Siegfried and Joan of Arc simultaneously. Although it's not Joan of Arc so much as it's Jeanne d'Arc. But he speaks not out of hotness or arrogance because of him. It's simple truth that he cannot be defeated. Karn's combat strength is equal to that of multiple first-class servants. He is basically a master tactician, coordinated tactics. Despite this, he's quick-witted, agile, though even inside the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, where the fame of all servants besides Semiramis is reduced to 0, Karna is still said to be one step slower than Achilles. Lancer's spear is a massive length of iron, which utilizes its sharp tip and immense weight to bring destruction. What does that have to do with anything here? I'm guessing he has something like that. Having a long range of his spear naturally slowed the speed of his attack, as a small amount of time is lost with every thrust as the spear must be pulled back. However, even Siegfried, whose swordsmanship has long surpassed mankind, was unable to completely defend himself against Karn's assault. Let's see here. Prior to the start of the events, brainwashing, first fight. I'm just not really getting... Okay, here we go. Skills and classes. Here we go. Jeez. Apparently his strongest weapon is his will. So he's got magic resistance, which I don't know, frankly, if what you can consider Devilman is doing is magic. So I don't think so. So I guess we'll not count that. Writing, he's an A-class writer, C-ranked magic resistance. He has an A rank in divinity. Possesses his father authority when he was alive. And thanks to having united with him after death, he possesses the highest divine spirit aptitude, having recorded records of the past three-way battles that determined the fate. Highly regards enormous strength. Okay, well, this doesn't say anything about that, really. Mana Burst. He can basically, in this case, flame. He can basically summon giant columns of flame and kind of burst them down like meteors to some degree. Not like true meteors, but like shower them, like just completely create blazing magic. Skill usually activated. He can use this to apparently fly, using flames as boosters. At maximum power, he can be used in charging attack capable of crushing average servants with one hit. Karna, while using his skill, calls out Agril? Discernment of the poor. Insight to see through the opponent's character and attributes. He will not be deceived by excuses or deceptions from words. It expresses the power to grasp true nature of opponents possessed by Karna, who was blessed with the opportunity to inquire about life and value of the weak. Great, you can basically find out your true self. Uncrowned martial arts. He's basically an expert martial artist. That's all you need to go there. Noble phantasms. Kavacha and Kundala. Emitting the radiance of the sun, Karn wears the armor. That's the name I just said. A powerful defensive type noble phantasm integrated into his body that emits the radiance of the sun. Because of this light itself, it's taken shape. It's difficult to destroy even to gods. Although Karns boasts the greatest physical defense of all servants that participates in the Great Holy War, is noted that by concentrating on enormous amounts of magical energy, he can fire an arrow strong enough to wound even him. This is because Karn's armor doesn't nullify all attacks, but instead reduces the damage he takes to 1/10. Thanks to his armor, Karn could easily match 1,000 of Vlad III's stakes without paying any care to the ones that stabbed countless times over his body. That's an interesting type of armor. That's kind of cool. When facing an attack more powerful than his armor can safely handle, he can cover his body with his mana burst and basically compensate for that. By forcibly invoking the true name of his noble phantasm, he momentarily becomes the very radiance of the sun, due to the nigh indestructible armor being imbued with power. Thanks to this, he has the ability to endure many powerful attacks for like up to 5 seconds, only to be destroyed right after. It's said that he had... Anyway, let's see here. Brahmastra, an anti-army, anti-country noble phantasm granted to Karna, when summoned as a lancer, is manifest as different projectile weapons. By calling upon the name of the god Brahma, it will pursue the enemy and surely hit. But because of its curse, it cannot be used on an opponent with greater abilities than himself. That's interesting. Let's see here. By enhancing the same guy we just Brahmastra with his members, he can basically launch burning attacks, basically. There's also... God, he has so many abilities. Vasavi Shakti, in exchange for removing his tremendous defensive power, he's able to activate this ability, a one-shot only spear of light that can take down even gods. Originally, this Thunder Spear of the Kings was... originally, the Thunder Spear of the King of Gods, Indra, was not even able to... which not even him could properly handle. Its power is sufficient enough to kill gods, therefore her spirits are a matter of coarse, monstrous beasts, phantasms. There you go. And the North American singularity, the attack wasn't powerful enough to reach Chuchelar Altar, although due to him being mortally wounded. And so if he's mortally wounded, that won't work. He's also got forms and alternate forms and all that. We'll just look at the base form. Holy crap, that's a lot. I'm already at 14 minutes. I haven't even talked about who I thought would win, because this guy... That's what I don't like about Fate Stay when doing versus, is that there's so much shit in that series. Holy crap, and so much lore. because it's based on real life mythos, actually, like in sense of like the characters and the actual religions are going off of. If these two met in a fight, who would win? Devilman already has access to a lot of abilities and just all around abilities that Karna does not have. Including, just firing, energy projections, flight, physical strength, all that. But Karna has a better defense. He's just a better tactician. He's just survived longer, been around longer than this guy ever has. Even Devilman's heroic demon spirit, whatnot. He just has an advantage there. So Devilman probably would see this guy as a threat, and this guy would probably see Devilman as a threat, seeing as he's like a demonic entity. So they would duke it out. Unfortunately for Devilman, Karn's is much more effective at a distance. So he would immediately just be firing arrows, spears, lasers, whatever, projectile weapons from a distance. But that would only be so damaging to this guy, because Devilman certainly has the durability to take those kind of hits and keep going, though he would certainly be hurt, I think, based on what I can read. Firing out attacks, but they're cut down to 1/10, meaning that most of, I think, Devilman's attacks really aren't going to be that damaging to him. And then when he gets in close, he then activates his flames. Now, Devilman, I think, would probably be okay with the flames. This is most likely due, in my opinion, just because he's a demon of hell. So I do believe that he would be able to take that hit without too much difficulty. That doesn't mean he couldn't be hurt by it. It just means that he is going to be able to keep going without too much difficulty. And basically, that's kind of like what the battle would be like. A lot of back and forth. Anytime Devilman gets in close, he activates the flames. They don't hurt that much. And, he tries to actually dish out some damage. Unfortunately, his armor would cut down any damage he takes, Karna's damage, by 1/10. And so, really, it's just a matter of who's outlasting who gets fed up with the other first. And I think that's going to go down to Karna, who has a end-all be-all technique that can even take down a god, which Devilman is not. Devilman definitely does not fall in the realm of gods. So I think this fight is going to go to Karna, but that is just my opinion, and I don't know these series very well. So my opinion could be jack all here. Honestly, let me know if you feel the same. If you think it'd be Karna, great. If you think it'd be Devilman, great. Let me know. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. I'm going with Karna. Who do you got? Later, folks.